Welcome to workout number 3. So you know the drill by now. I'm going to go through each exercise in your circuit, and then you will go back around after doing that with me 2 more times. Let's dive in. Hip thrusts. So for the hip thrust, you're going to need a box. If you don't have a box, you can use a sofa, anything with kind of a softer edge that's not going to really dig deep into your back. You could use, my coffee table is fairly soft, but even if it's not, you could then take like a blanket and place it over the surface so it is soft. To come into, or to set up, you're going to take the bottom of your shoulder blades to the box and maintain a pelvis to rib connection. So you don't want to be arching the low back, you want to maintain that same pelvis to rib connection just as we did in our glute bridges. You're going to take your hands behind your head, drop your hips, then press into your feet and lift your hips up. And as you lift your hips up, you're squeezing the glutes at the top. And at the top, you're creating a straight line from your knees to the back of your head. Now, if this is too challenging, you're going to go back to your glute bridges that we did in workout number 1. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you're going to take a weight and you're going to place it on your lap. And I recommend using a dumbbell over a kettlebell for this. It's just a little bit more comfortable to hold. And you're going to do 8 of these. Push-ups. So just as in workout 1, you have the option to do them on the floor, you have the option to raise your hands, and you have the option to raise your feet. So just as a little reminder, you're going to screw your hands into the floor, and you're going to make little jet wings. Press back through your heels and keep your core stable, really avoiding any sagging in the low belly. And you're going to do 5 of these. Goblet squats. So in workout number 1, I showed you a couple of different ways to modify your squats. You are going to choose whichever variation works best for you. And if you have no trouble doing your air squats, then you are going to do a weighted squat today, or a goblet squat. So I'm going to show you what that looks like with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So with a kettlebell, you're going to come into your squat stance, hold the bottom of the handles, and come into your squat. And then from the side, one of the things you want to be mindful of is that the elbows don't come out too far. So as you come into your squat, you don't want the elbows to come out. So you really want to smash your armpits closed, engage your lats, and then come into your squat. Now, with the dumbbell, you're going to hold it vertically. And you're going to do 8 of these. Bent over rows. So just as I did in workout number 1, I'm going to take a fairly wide stance. My knees are bent and my core is braced. And I'm going to row my weight back towards my waist. So my elbow is pulling back towards my waist, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades. And I'm going to do 8 on each side. Hollow out holds. So in workout number 1, we learned that there are many different ways that you can modify hollow out holds. You always want to make sure you're pressing your load back into the floor, but you can start with both feet on the floor. You can extend one leg. You can do toe taps. You can then extend the legs, and then to make it more challenging, you can begin to lower the legs. If you want to really increase your difficulty when your legs are low, you can take the arms overhead. And you're going to hold here for 20 to 30 seconds.